What's up, guys? This is two of my last video that I didn't get on Facebook Live for some reason. I didn't post all the platforms I want to do. So this is like my truth I was talking about. So I'll catch you guys up. So like I was talking about how like a loss of a dear friend. Many of you guys know him, Jordan Tiberio, like affected my life, affected like friendships and relationships around me. Jordan was like my best friend, and like this is the first time I've actually like talked about it since the last freaking video I made. Anyone that knows me, I knew him since I was like 5 years old. I remember him walking on the bus and a whole cowboy get up. Like that man impacted my life in so many ways. So after losing him, it messed me up. Like I wasn't right for the longest time. Anyone close to me that really knew me should have known that. I talked about how like it made me not want people close to me because I never want to feel that way that I felt after losing him. I never knew if I how much I loved him and how much he impacted my life because of that. And me like, hey, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way like after losing someone again. So I've been a very toxic person as a friend. Like I pushed so many people away. People in Tennessee that were close to me. People, my closest friends. And just recently Brian came visit me, and it was the same thing. Like I didn't cherish the time I had with him. I pushed him away, and then it made it worse when after a couple months back I went through a situation. I got beat up, got robbed. That made me not be able to trust a lot of people. That made me see that like I'll never have someone like Jordan ever again in my life. And when I had such plans drawn out for like best man on my future wedding, Jordan Tiberio, uncle to my kids, Jordan, and not having that like literally destroyed me. Like I remember being at his wake, his brother having to tell me like, "Oh, we have like something to go," and I killed myself for so long, not being like, "Why?" Beating myself up like, "Wow, you didn't even shed a tear." Like it's your best friend. It's your best friend. And 3 months later, I had a mental breakdown. Like I couldn't stop crying because I'll never know if he knew how much I loved him, and it affected me negatively. I stopped trusting people. I didn't want people near me. I didn't want people in my relationship, my friends. I pushed them away. Now that like I don't drink or anything anymore, thank God. I don't do anything anymore, thank God, which is a blessing. I see it now. I see that I need to grow. I need to become the person and become the friend that I should be, that I was, that Jordan was to me. So this is like me finally being able to talk about it. So there are some friends in my life that like I needed them to leave. I can love them from afar. I just didn't need their energy around. They think they're better than me, or they're in a better situation, which is cool. Like I want every one of my friends, even though like I might not call them all the time, or how would I say this, or like reach out. I want them to succeed. I want the best for them. I think my group of friends from high school should be able to fucking run multi-million-dollar businesses. They're good fucking people. But at this age in my life and this time in my life, like I realized how toxic I was to people by pushing them away. I didn't want them in my life because I didn't want them to get close. I didn't want to have to say goodbye because anyone that knows me, I've lost a lot of friends. I've got multiple of them tattooed to me. And it fucking sucks, dude. It breaks my heart. But now that like I'm finally have a clear mind, and like when Brian drove away the other day, it broke my fucking heart. I was like, damn, dude, I did it. I pushed him away. I pushed the one friend that was having basically as long as Jordan away. Like I attempted to. I didn't push him away. Like because Brian will never leave my side. That's my homie. But it just sucks because now I see like I've done it to Trent down in Tennessee, Joseph, And it sucks, dude, to be able to like look back and look in the mirror and be like, fuck, dude, like I'm the reason why I don't talk to these people anymore. It's not that they ever done anything to me. It's that I pushed them away. Like, so as I sat multiple times, like fucking like collecting my life thoughts, I was like, damn, man, like I'm kind of alone. Like, cause everyone knows like I don't talk a thing about my fucking family besides my sister. Like, and that's cool. Like I've tried to be a part of their lives. They just don't. They don't. I don't know. I guess I'm not their liberal following fucking kid. I have my own beliefs and on my own mind. But I digress. But like, so like, with the whole thing with Jordan, dude, like, it killed me, dude. Like, honestly, losing a friend that someone like had such an impact on my whole childhood. Like, dude, like I used to get picked on for being fat and shit, dude. Like, and he would make me think I could fight the world. They're like, fuck that. You're the shit, bro. Da 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 da. Always made me feel like literally the fucking Thanos could be fucking in front of me, and I would fuck Thanos up. As long as he was with me, I'd fuck him up. And like, I know that like afterwards, like I went down to like a very bad spiral. Like I lost myself. I lost my connection with any spirituality, any connection. And I was so angry at the world. I was so pissed that like after everything I've been through, all the friends I've lost, they took the one motherfucker that I expected to be with me till the end of times. Like, and then just the one last conversation I had with him, uh, I'll cherish for the rest of my life, is because we had the debate of who's gonna be my best man and shit. And he thought it had to be Grover because I was Grover's best man. And I was like, yo, bro, that's not how it works. Like, it doesn't work just because I was Grover's best man. That he has to be mine. Even though I shout out like Grover, you at that time, like you were very close to me, and I miss you and I love you. And but then I told him, I was like, yo, dude, I've known you since 5 years old, bro. Like Grover wouldn't be mad if you were my best man. Like, years old, dude. Like, of course you'd be my best man. And then he stops there, and I remember we stopped at the Liesville Deli, and I was like, hey, can you like grab me a pack of smokes? He's like, yeah, hey, listen though, I don't want to chase Elijah around for $10. So it's on me, but you have to drink the nastiest beer I get. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. He goes inside and grabs. This is when Henry's hard soda just came out. It was like orange soda and hard ginger ale. Goes with two of those. We chug 'em. We had a fucking awesome time at Oats, just talking bullshit. Him drinking his Heineken. He said he had to go to work early and gave me the biggest hug. You know, Jordan's not that affectionate of a person then. He never was. Like, always did weird shit. Like, I would always fucking joke around and fucking do shit like that. But like, he actually gave me a fucking big hug, and like that being the last moment, like memory I'll ever have with him, fucking meant the world to me because at least I got that hug out of him. But it destroyed me losing him. Like I'll never have a friend like that dude ever again. I honestly won't. There won't be anyone that can compare to him, and that's what breaks my heart. But I do have friends that I need to start focusing on their friendships. I need to start focusing on being the friend that they deserve me. I was so self-absorbed, so angry at everything that was going on after Jordy's passing that I didn't want anyone near me. Anyone to fucking love me, anyone to be my friend, and I did the man, Glenn and Mandy, like I horribly. And honestly, if you guys hear this, I'm so sorry about that. Like that's on me. I hope one day we can mend that shit. I love you guys dearly, and thank you guys for showing me everything you guys showed me, dude. You guys showed me nothing but love. But yet again, I was just an angry person. So this is like basically I'm starting this off because I'm starting a new podcast called Smoke'em If You Got 'Em, which is gonna be pushing Majestic as Fuck on a hiatus, a longer hiatus, because with Majestic as Fuck, I realized that I love the support and I got like, the messages I got that was like, oh, thank you, fucking, you made me feel not alone, etc. But I was broken. Like, so after I got those messages, I would smile and be like, oh shit, like I'm helping people. But then like that high would go away, and I'd be depressed. I'd be down. I'd be wanting to sleep all day, and not talk to anyone. So like I realized like, oh shit, like I'm helping these people, but I can't even help myself. I can't even make my mental health better. So now it isn't like focus on myself, but at the same time, with Smoke 'em If You Got 'em, I am going to talk about mental health issues and stuff like that. But it's going to be mostly me trying to like connect back with people. Like, so I'm going to set up an email, have people email me, give me thoughts of like topics, questions. If they want to admit something, if they want to tell somebody like they love them or something. By the way, telling someone you love them, this costs nothing. So go out and fucking tell people you love them, man, like your friends and stuff. Because I promise you, with all the friends I've lost, I wish I fucking told them all I love them and let them know how much I love them. But so that's what Smoke was gonna got. It's gonna be about. You can email it if you want any advice, shit like that. I'm not really good in relationships, as you can tell. They're still single, had fiancés and shit like that. But I'm happy with myself. I got an awesome dog who's actually sick right now, but let's pray this gets better. But yeah. So I see myself now that like I could see it from far, because like, there's a lot of things like that you don't see normally in a human being. Like they're called blind spots. So like I've read it up after watching the movie Blind Spotting, and it's about like basically like you don't see, you have tunnel vision on any of your views, your outlooks on life, and shit like that. That you don't see, you're not open to anyone else's perspective. So now that like I'm trying to look in and see what's going on in my life, that's wrong. That's I fucking up, or why I'm having such bad karma for less, even though I've been doing good. I'm seeing that like I have a lot of fucking growth to do. Like I have to fix a lot of fucking things before I can know that I'm gonna leave a fucking staple on this fucking earth. Because at the end of the day, like that's all I want. I want to be remembered. I want to be helped. I want to help people, as many people I believe. If I die with a fucking positive bank account, I didn't fucking help as many people as I could have, and I didn't live the life I wanted to live. So now for myself, like I have my little brother Gabe, man, like that kid is one of the most hardworking human beings in the fucking world, dude. And like I take his friendship for granted. Like I I should be there more for him when he calls. I should be focused on seeing his son, being around more. You know, he's a young kid, fucking the world at his fingertips, and doing so much for his own family. And like me for like as a role model, looks at me, looks up to me and stuff, and I'm like I'm just a broken, sappy piece of shit sometimes, and I don't give him back that effort that he's given me. He's given me such life lessons, dude. Like at a young age, bro. Like shit, I was going through the same shit as a kid that you were, but you know so much more about life than I do. So I'm gonna start fucking fixing that shit. Like I had to fix my relationship with Oates, dude. Like I pushed Oates away horribly, dude. And Eric Oates is one of my best friends. So like I see all this stuff now, and this is my video to be like, I'm turning this shit around. I know karma's a mirror. I know the shit I have to do to fix and be a better person and be a better me, because I'm tired of fucking losing close ones because of my actions. See, for the longest time, I would be like, fuck it, drink some booze, and be like, fucking lay down. But now that I'm always like a sober thought, like I'm not drinking at all anymore, or doing any wild shit to this time to fucking write my journal and stuff like that. So, and I've been reading ancient stuff. So I literally recently started making myself rules and like a code to live by, almost like what the Pashtuns live by and shit, and other stuff like that. So that's what I stick to now. Like basic bullshit, basic fucking common courtesy, morals, shit. Dude, anyone should be installed, but because I was such like a bull, I wasn't following any rules. Like I was so self-absorbed that like, oh, I don't give a fuck if I hurt that person. It's all about me. But now I'm done with that. Like I'm honestly fuck that shit. I'm on a more of a spiritual search to find myself, dude. To honestly focus on me and the relationships I need to have in my life. That of the people that give nothing but love and respect to me, like Brian. And there's some relationships that I've had that like it's cool. Like at this point, I can love them afar and they can love me from afar. Like I'm not gonna mention any names, but like that's how it's gonna be. Or like I don't really need the relationships. So people call me 5 a.m. all fucked up on drugs and drunk just to try to belittle me and make me feel fucking horrible about my situation in my life. Like, don't need those friendships. So I will love those group of people from afar. And I'm okay with that, dude. Like, and I hope they are, dude. Like, honestly, like, I'm just tired. Like, yo, I was that person calling people at 5 o'clock in the morning all fucked up. So, like, I'm not knocking that. I like, in the person I'm talking about, like, I fucking chilled with them fucking my whole life. So, I get it, dude, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm trying to better myself and my situation. And yes, like something hit me hard when one of my someone I look up to, he literally is, I look up to him because when we were in the military together, we bickered sometimes, but I look up to what he says. And I think he's a huge motivation as a person in general. And that's fucking Shawn O'Neal. But he said to me one day in one of my comments, because I do post a lot of fucking statuses. Most of them are lyrics, quotes I've read, and stuff like that. And some of them are like a victiming. And he made a comment saying, "Oh, you've been posting a lot of victim stuff, maybe more positivity." And my thing about that is like, yeah, you're right, dude. Like, but thing about it was just a fun quote I read, thought it was cool, posted it. But my thing is, when it comes to that, is I'm not gonna be false positive. I'm not gonna be someone that's like, yeah, everything's positive, because that in itself could be a mental health issue. If you think everything is positive all the time, fucking not, and you don't realize that there is shitty times and there is bad times, but you want to be positive 24/7, I feel like that could be a fucked up thing. I know there's shitty parts of life, dude. Like I know, but those shitty parts of life is what fucking motivates you and what can bring a better you. Like I love the fucking storm because I can endure that shit, and I know there'll be a fucking rainbow at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just like, oh, dude, what the fuck? But I never ask for fucking pity. I don't want pity. I barely don't want anyone's fucking help. Like I just know, as one of my rules and laws is like I have to know that like I don't have to do everything on alone. I don't have to be alone in the world 24/7. It doesn't always have to be me and my dog, and that's it. So yeah, so this is me finishing the last fucking video. It's on YouTube. And I just want you all to know I fucking love you guys all dearly. Everyone that's ever supported me, any of the friends that I have tried to push away but aren't successful. I love you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. And wait up for Smoke'em, dude. And I'm sorry if anyone was huge fans of Majestic AF, because I did get a lot of support with that. But I'm going to put on a hiatus until I'm ready and I'm able to do it and be happy with myself doing it. It was my project. So this is going to be Majestic AF brings you Smoke'em if you got them, because, the merch and clothing line is still going to be selling that shit and stuff like that. So that being said, I have a lot of support on stuff like that. So I just want to bring up one last thing before I get off. I've been talking to a lot of guys close with Save Our Allies and about Afghanistan and shit. Everyone knows I'm a veteran, but Afghanistan, what's going on? The media's lying to you guys. I'm hoping to have I'm gonna go talk with some connections I have with Save Our Allies due to Majestic AF being what Majestic AF is. So might bring an episode back of just Majestic AF to have some of the guys from Save Our Allies who did heroic shit going over there and saving our allies on their own. Which is dope, dude. So if I do get this interview when they have time, I'll post the conversations I've had with these guys. I'm in real close connection. Anyone that wants to help our interpreters and our allies coming over stateside or in the helping countries that are aiding in our refugee camps for our allies, you're more than welcome to. contact me and I'll put you in the right contact. But other than that, follow Save Our Allies, Tim Kennedy, Nick Ponce from Ranger Up, Chad. These are real good guys who are doing real big things for fucking saving our allies in Afghanistan. Listen, don't stop talking about it because the media's like, oh, nothing wrong. Kansas City shuffling this shit. What our government did 20 years, we lost a fucking war, dude. A lot of good Americans, my brothers and sisters, died fighting that fucking country. And for them just to give it back to the fucking evil, the Taliban, what the Taliban's going to do to those people is fucked up, bro. So don't let the media lie to you. Shit's still going on. There's still a bunch of fucking Americans in Afghanistan still right now. And that's what Save Our Allies wants me to bring up. And that's why I keep posting. I'm not letting anyone forget that shit. There's still Americans there. And it's all bullshit for them telling you there's not. So, yeah, dude. So go support fucking Save Our Allies. Go support Mighty Oaks Warrior Foundation and shit like that, dude. There's a lot of veterans out there doing big fucking things, trying to save our allies and trying to make what our establishment and our government did to fuck up, trying to fix that fuck up. Because we made promises to those people that we fucking broke. We left Afghanistan worse than when we first went fucking in. So we owe it to those people. We all talked about hearts and minds. Fuck that shit. We fucking do hearts and minds way when Biden fucking did what he did. And I don't give a fuck. Hate me, fucking block me because I'm not a fucking Biden rider. Shit, I'm not even a fucking government rider, dude. Fuck, they're all corrupt. Anyway, I love you guys. And I mean it. This is me letting you guys know. I'm going to start working on our friendships. I'm going to start fucking helping and saving our friendships that I can. And I'm sorry if I ever pushed you guys away. And yeah, so I hope you guys tune in with Smoke'em if you got them. With this beautiful cabin place. But yeah. Like I said, go support Save Our Allies and the Mighty Oaks. Love you guys. Brian, love you. Gaby, love you. Hopefully I can fix the relationships I can. Other than that, stay majestic.